Welcome. This is Sue on Sue's University of Life, and I'm hoping that I might get your attention. And the reason I'd like to get your attention is I've got some great news for you. Do you want to lose weight? Do you really know that this time you need to lose some weight and get into tough love? I'm doing two things at once, so I'm going to stop. I don't pretend to be what I'm not. Sue's University, I'm just writing my website. University of Life. You've got to stay now and be curious at what she's dithering around at. I hope so, anyway. Right. Sue's University of Life.com. I'm Sue Gaskell Barlow, and I have a website. If you go to the website and you're really serious about losing weight, then if you just go and sign up for my course, it's a an introductory offer. It's a one-off payment of next door to nothing. And you get 6 weeks, sometimes 10 weeks of me once a week. And I run a slimming club and I give you everything you need. There's a healthy eating plan, which means a menu when you go in a restaurant. You look to see what you can have. You don't start thinking I can't have anything, because what's on there you can have. So that's a healthy eating menu, which I go through with you. This is a very comprehensive little eating plan, which if you go to the website, you can get that for free, or you can buy it in the shop for a pittance. What do you do to get that for free? Then you sign up for the newsletter, and it's an automatic if you join up for the group. So what's this course about? What do you get for your money? Which I think it's about £25. That's $50. It's an introductory offer. Now, if you were going to a slimming club, you get me for an hour. I do talks on nutrition, how the body works, your basal metabolic rate, what sort of exercises would be beneficial and why. We look at why you eat when you aren't hungry. I guide you and teach you, give you skills on learning how to say no. We look at all or nothing eating, black and white, whereby you have to have one chocolate and then you have to have that whole box. Well, I used to do that. And if I can come through it, so can you. And this is also a book that you might invest in. It's my second edition. It's called Eating Your Words. And the title is a play on the words that somebody said to me. And I'd never had a weight problem. I'd never been concerned about my weight. I'd put a bit of weight on after I'd had my second child. And just one sentence that someone said made me feel there was something wrong with me, and it led me to an eating disorder, of which I write about. An eating disorder that I had, and it was so upsetting to face the painful, shameful truth that I'd been a successful slimming group leader for years, and then all of a sudden something happened and I got this idea in my head, and I eventually became ill with an eating disorder called bulimia. And that's really hard because people don't understand. And the reason I knew that there was something drastically wrong was I tried to stop doing the job and members didn't want me to. And I daren't tell them the shameful truth. And then Princess Di was on the television and she told the world that she was bulimic. And I just sobbed because the same thing had happened to me. And I'm self-healed, and it didn't hurt anybody in my slimming clubs. They were doing absolutely wonderful. And when I told a few close friends, they wouldn't hear of me leaving. And so the book has got lots of adventures and lots of really painful things that happened. And I'm hoping that you might go to the shop and think about buying this as well, because even if you don't have an eating disorder, you might know somebody who does. And you don't have to have anorexia and bulimia to have an eating problem, because we're controlled by dieting. How many of you have dieted and you're in the 60s and 70s and you're still dieting? Well, the word diet is food. And what we're talking about is having you have to watch what goes in and how much you expend energy. I know my business, I've been doing it a long, long time. And so maybe this book would help. It's got very lots of hints and tips at the back. And like I say, the course on my website, you just do it. Don't even hesitate. You will never look back, because I'm a motivator. I'll inspire you. I'll tell you all the tricks of the trade, the things that I've benefited from and thousands of other people have. And it's not about going on a diet to lose weight to come off it. It's about changing your lifestyle. And as a life coach, I can help you do that. I'm just going to read the back of the book before I go. I hope you note my website and sign up for the newsletter and subscribe, ring the bell for my lives, all free on here, and maybe think about the book. Well, I wouldn't hesitate. It's on ebook form, or you can get it on Amazon, or I've got some copies. This book is about some of my experiences with eating and how I overcame the cruel way food controlled my life. I was addicted to food, and only I know how painful my life was. And as a result of this yo-yo dieting, binge eating, and the love-hate relationship I had with food spanning over most of my adult life. My addiction to food was just a symptom of a deeper issue I needed to resolve. The need to gain some control as I tried to please everyone was immense, and I ended up pleasing no one. It was a nightmare. Today, I am healthily aware that food is to nourish the body and do not use it as a form of abuse. I used food as an emotional comforter, trying to stuff down how I felt. It's a form of abuse. Food can never fill an emotional, spiritual need. My journey has been painful and long. I am relieved that I now understand and am able to take responsibility for my life and my choices, instead of being a victim to a reactor and to life via food. No one is to blame for what happened to me during my life, and that includes me. I do not play the blame-shame game. I make healthy choices and understand that my choices have consequences to myself and loved ones. I've learned new life skills. I've learned how to cope with life. And not only cope with life, I'm authentic. I thrive on life. I realise I gave everyone the one thing that I needed, and that was unconditional love. I dedicate this book to my mum and dad, who truly did their very best for me, giving me, Susan Dickinson, the precious gift of life. And you are with me always. So that's a little bit of the write-up. I've struggled with fibromyalgia and ME, and all the symptoms, all the irritable bowel, all gone. And I promise you, if you want to grab the bull by the horns, tell yourself it's a life-changing decision, go to the website, join my group, come and see me, and let's get on with this job so that you can live your life and learn that this title is apt, that you need to eat to live, not live to eat. And the book, Eating Your Words by Sue Gaskell, is on Amazon. It's second edition in paperback form. It's a great read, and I hope you go and get that. Well, no time like the present. Speak to you soon. Subscribe, ring the bell, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.